I've got good news and bad news. Here's the bad news. Most protein bars are packed with sugar and unpronounceable ingredients. The good news? There's a better option. I'm Will, and I created IQ Bar plant protein bars to empower doers like you with clean, delicious, low-sugar brain and body fuel. IQ bars are packed with 12 grams of protein, brain nutrients like magnesium and lion's mane, and zero weird stuff. And right now, you can get 20% off all IQ Bar products, plus free shipping. Try our delicious IQ Bar sampler pack with 7 plant protein bars, 4 hydration mixes, and 4 enhanced coffee sticks. Clean ingredients, amazing taste, and you'll love how you feel. Refuel smarter, hydrate harder, caffeinate larger with IQ Bar.
Go to eatiqbar.com and enter code BAR20 to get 20% off all IQ Bar products plus free shipping. Again, go to eatiqbar.com and enter code BAR20.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicky podcast.
The Philly Joe and Vicky podcast.
Triumph Magic Power, 92.1 City, Winnipeg's Rock Station. Good morning, 6:10 on a Thursday with Philly Joe and Vicky.
Keep it right here for more chances to win tickets to see Triumph and that triumphant return. Actually, that is going to be a fantastic show.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Never thought we'd see that again or hear it again, I guess.
Yeah.
Took the words right out of my mouth. You get to a point with a band like Triumph and you're like, I will not see them. Yeah. And then here we go. That's really, the excitement is real for a band like that. The documentary is very good. It's on Crave.
Ooh,
if you guys are ever, I know we all have a few shows we're watching and then some in the hopper, but if you're ever, it's on the guide all the time. I think it's, I can't remember what it's called, but you can't mistake it. Triumph, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot of stuff I didn't know about the band. I don't want to give away too much. Well, who cares?
Who are you, Crazy Craig, during a movie review? Siren
Give me
will be all
the
over
spoilers.
you.
Well, I find it very interesting that they had a producer come in at one point in their careers and tell the band, no, you got to have more Rick Emmett. He's got to be front and center.
He was the star.
He was, because he's all my favorite songs, and that's no disrespect to the rest of the band, but all my favorite songs, and I think a lot of people's, are Rick Emmett sung songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the band was like, no. This is the way the band is. Drummer sings as well. I know it's unconventional, but this is the way the band is. And they wound up firing the guy. Don't try to mess with our chemistry.
Really?
Don't try to mess with how we
That's pretty
operate.
cool.
Yeah.
Because you don't usually hear it go that way.
Yeah.
That's Don Henley from the Eagles. There's a drummer that can sing.
I bet all those bands have dealt with something like that in their careers, right?
The drummer that can sing is kind of a crazy thing to me, because you think of all the physicality involved in being a drummer.
Yeah.
And even when I used to sing, even just walking from one side of the stage to another, you're nervous and it's hard to control your breath as it is. So to be able to drum and sing is pretty wild.
David Grohl, I guess. Be another one.
You don't see it. Gil
Phil
Moore,
Collins.
by the way, the drummer who sang as well with Triumph. Yeah, and honestly, Vicky, I got to be honest. While I respect that you are very talented vocally, the fact that you don't play drums and sing at the same time, I have a hard time getting my head around that.
Yeah, it's a real letdown for everybody.
You do not play an instrument, do you not?
No.
Yeah.
So you don't feel the need to have anything like a woodblock or a tambourine on stage while you're singing?
Only the spoons. Just me and the spoons and the microphone.
Very underrated.
Yeah.
Used to eat, but who thought they would take
Maybe
over?
breathe into a jug every once in a while.
Washboard.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicky podcast.
Brought to you by Fort Rouge Auto Center.
Got something to say?
Okay, I'll say it.
Well, you should probably call the bone phone and let her rip.
It actually feels nice to finally say it out loud.
780-BONE.
Wednesday morning, driving down the Trans-Canada, 3 to 4 inches of snow on it, ice on the other lane, 2 to 4, not a bloody standing truck, no plow anywhere in sight. Way to go, boys.
So we got mixed reports of that yesterday. Some people on the perimeter had seen some snow clearing equipment out in...
Yeah, salting, yeah.
Yeah. So...
I guess it depends what end you're on at what time, right? You won't always see them.
Exactly right. But, there's always going to be a complaint about not enough clearing, not enough salt here and there.
Today, roads seem quite dry. So
I got to be honest, when we were looking out the window yesterday, with more snow than I expected to see, and Joe, you said, it'll be gone by the end of the day. I had my doubts, but I looked outside and there it was. There it wasn't.
Did you really doubt him when it comes to weather?
I shouldn't.
Yeah,
It was a
exactly.
lesson learned yesterday.
Yeah.
Never go against Joe.
He actually also told us you won't have to clear your driveways.
Yeah.
I went out and cleared my driveway anyway, as
course.
my neighbor was out as well. We did it, but then like 3 hours later, I wake up from a nap and all the driveways, it's melted.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why did I break my back to clear the snow? Damn it.
No one listens.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Joe told you, no, you don't need to throw snow.
Tried to save you
Yeah.
by the time, but you enjoy it.
Yeah, I don't mind
So
getting
that's not
outside.
bad.
Sure.
Did you ask your neighbor about the 3 a.m?
It wasn't him. It wasn't
Oh, I
Daryl. It
see.
was someone
Okay.
else in his family.
Okay,
So,
gotcha.
yeah. Guilty. Unfortunate situation for him yesterday.
Boom, all right. Decided to be a dummy and try and drive up north, and I'm in the ditch. I'm waiting for a tow truck. But amazing. This is in between, almost at Popperfield on Highway 68. You got to start sending out some plows. I haven't seen one yet. I've been here for 2 hours now. But awesome amount of people that stop by to check on me. Everybody stops and asks. I'm on a curve, and I drove straight off the road. But peace out. Not going north. Here's the tow truck.
Oh,
Jeez.
wow.
Have you ever gotten a call on the bone phone from someone in a ditch?
Looking for help? Like as if, can we help them or
no,
just?
no, just like live from the ditch, like he is.
That's the
He's
first-
just waiting.
First
Yeah.
one wearing a sombrero, too. I can tell you.
Guilty. Of course, brought us back the sombreros from Mexico. I'm glad it sounds like he's okay.
Yeah.
You know what's interesting is he did text us earlier in the morning on the Boston Pizza text line and said, it's coming down too hard. Doesn't look like I'm going to get up north. So it sounded like he wasn't even going to try, and then he ended up trying. So,
Oh, boy.
yeah, thankfully. And really, that's a great story. Everybody around that will stop and ask and try and help.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Love to hear that.
Okay, ground squirrel phone call here. Some clarification, some education.
Okay. Quit calling the ground squirrels groundhogs. Groundhogs are big brown things that you pull out of the hole that got the teeth. Ground squirrels, those tiny little guys that hang out in groups, and they got a straight little tail, and they make peppering holes all over the ground, and that's the nuisance. Groundhog just make one big hole.
Very good. Ground
Peppering
squirrels.
holes. I've never heard that term before. That's interesting.
Okay,
Yeah.
so ground squirrels are the nuisance. Groundhogs are okay. They build their one home and go. These ground squirrels, they hang out in parties, he said.
They're more social.
They're more
It's like
social.
whack-a-mole out there. I remember being at Assiniboine Park, and there were just holes everywhere. And
Yeah, so the ground squirrels are the issue.
yeah.
That's
Thank
right.
you for that.
Okay, Hooligan wants to weigh in on LED lights. He always wants to talk about them. It's a big issue. There's actually a survey you can take. Transport Canada website. You put the link up on the Facebook page. the
Yeah,
other
if you
day.
scroll down, you'll find it.
Okay.
Once again, the brightness of headlights is a hot topic. Like about 3 years ago, I brought up this call about how bright these headlights are nowadays and how the UK calls it dazzling because of the brightness of the lights, and now they want to do a study. But I said this before when I called about a year ago. When a company develops something or, an invention, and you have trial and error and test a product, and not one of these engineers stood in front of the vehicle and said, holy smokes, I can't see, it's too bright. We got to do something different about the brightness of today's new headlights. Like, honestly, just, nobody thinks, just design something, it's good enough, release to the public, and we'll deal with that stuff later. No common sense. Because obviously they don't listen to 92.1, because as we know, I stated before, this is the common sense people radio station. The smart people.
All the smart people listen to 92.1 City. I'm telling you.
That's what I hear.
We appreciate it. I've learned so much being a part of this show.
Hey, speaking of learning a lot, Lisa, been a
Oh.
bit.
Yes.
But she gets concerned about weather. Like you can tell by this phone call, way overly concerned about yesterday's weather system that came in.
You gotta stay alive forever. And it's the Alberta Clipper. We're all gonna die. I threw out the garbage and the garbage flew in the air. And my boyfriend jumped over my head. He had to go check on his place. Hey, I love you. Stay at home with the Canadian geese.
Sorry, what happened with her garbage?
Sounds like her garbage
Flying.
blew out of her hand.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
So
Yeah.
and then her boyfriend. Is that new? Did we know she had a boyfriend?
No, first time we've heard.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's news.
He had to go check on his place. We know they
Love
don't
for
live
Lisa.
together then,
Yeah.
obviously. I always thought Alberta Clipper was a great name for a sports team, but I just realized they wouldn't even know what an Alberta Clipper is in Alberta because it leaves there and comes our way.
Yeah.
They've never dealt with an Alberta Clipper.
The Philly Joe and Vicky Podcast.
Here's what's trending with Philly Joe and Vicky.
SNL just announced the host and musical guest for the last 3 episodes of the season. May 2nd, pop star Olivia Rodrigo. She's going to do hosting and musical guest. May 9th, Matt Damon and Noah Kahan. And they brought in the big guns for the season finale, Will Ferrell and Paul McCartney.
Oh, wow.
On May 16th. Will Ferrell, for my money, he's the best cast member of all time. Do you guys have a favorite?
You know what? It'd be hard to argue. I mean, Chris Farley was unbelievable.
Oh, so good. Yeah.
But yeah, it'd be hard to argue with
Wow.
Will Ferrell.
That's a good question, Vicky.
I think Will Ferrell just had so much versatility. He could be kind of the wimp. He could be the strong man. He could do and just like take a bad sketch and make it better just by being him.
Yeah.
Phil Hartman.
I was going to
underrated.
say,
him, yeah.
Phil Hartman, yeah, he was a good one too.
For sure. And it's not often that a person has to put out a statement saying, hey, I'm still alive, but Michael J. Fox did. This happened after CNN shared an article and a video called Remembering the Life of Actor Michael J. Fox. They later apologized, saying it was accidentally published. I think this is something that a lot of news outlets do. They'll prep somebody's, memorial.
You have to have it ready.
Exactly,
If
because you
you're-
want to be the first one out with it, right?
Totally. Like, as a rock station, I'm not in the meetings where they plan these big shows about.
Yeah.
Ozzy.
I'm sure they have them in the hopper, ready to roll.
The Aussie one had to happen because after the big concert they were doing in Birmingham, you knew he was getting down to the
Yeah.
end. So, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but somebody hit publish on it a little too early. Michael J. Fox released a statement, and it started with the line, how do you react when you turn on the TV and CNN is reporting your death? It was a pretty funny
that
post. You can
is
see the whole
harsh.
thing online, but he made light of it. He's alive. He's well. He's busy. Actually, he just made an appearance the day before at PallyFest, sitting on a panel with the cast of Shrinking because he's on the latest season. There's a video going around of him and Harrison Ford
Saw
having
that.
a really nice
Very
moment
nice.
because Harrison Ford's character has Parkinson's in the show. So
By the way, the Jets game on Saturday against the Flyers is for Parkinson's
that's right. Yeah.
support. Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Nice. Okay. Let's scrolling.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicky Podcast.
Yeah. Don't tell Vicky to get an air fryer. Don't tell her that.
Yeah,
Not
stop
happening.
it.
Did you know you could be missing out on parties without an air fryer, Vicky?
I'm missing out on parties because I don't have an air fryer.
Well, because you're not a fan of them, you're missing out on parties.
Oh, like people won't invite me to stuff because of
No.
Oh.
This is, and I'm going to play a call here that we didn't get in during the bone phone because I think it's a good conversation. It's about air fryer parties. People get together
Really?
and
Okay.
I didn't know this. This is
And
news.
wait a minute. He has an air fryer.
I have
He's
one.
not getting invited
I
to
feel
these parties.
slighted.
Okay, well, let's play the call and then we'll discuss.
Hey guys, well, it's Thankful Thursday. You know what I'm thankful for? I'm thankful for the air fryer party. Because like Vicky, I do not have the counter space in my kitchen for an air fryer.
Yeah.
So myself and a bunch of other people, we gather at a place where there is an air fryer, and we bring stuff to air fry.
Oh.
So yeah, we do this about once a month. It's actually a lot of fun, and you get to try different things because we all try the stuff that we brought. So it's a nice time. And so I was just wondering what are people out there in the 92 City FM land air frying these days?
Mm-hmm.
So that's an air fry luck instead of a potluck?
That's right.
Right.
Like
and it
people
doesn't
bring-
sound like you have to have an air fryer to go to it because he said he doesn't.
Right.
bring
So
food
that's
that
right.
you
You
want
bring
air fried.
food and you get to be a part of
You
it.
just need one person with the air fryer.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right.
And you can throw a rock outside and hit somebody who's got one. Like, it's not hard to find.
Why doesn't this work like, those old Tupperware parties and that used to work? Like, you'd host one and you'd get gifts, right? And then maybe somebody brings the air fryer to your house and you get the gifts. You can
Maybe-
host even without the air fryer. This
Maybe
week.
if you have the air fryer, you don't have to supply any food because you're hosting.
That's what
so
I'm
everyone
guessing.
else brings the. That's
what
kind
I'm
of the.
guessing.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's an air fryer party where you're selling air fryers like Tupperware parties.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's
like
what you're
you
saying?
get them
Okay.
convinced, you hook them in.
Pyramid scheme.
It's a gateway, that front door.
That's a gateway.
Suddenly, you're the one selling air fryers.
Yeah.
You don't know how it happened.
I have heard where people are getting together, family, and a few people will bring air fryers, so you can have a lot of different things air frying. But this,
okay.
where a whole bunch of people go to one person's house who has, you would have to have at least one more air fryer. If it's an air fryer party, you can't be sitting there waiting on, the matzo sticks are almost ready, and then we'll put the fries in.
I guess it's kind of, maybe they're doing it as a course. Like, okay, first up, we've got the matzo fries. But you're right, some of those air fryers aren't big enough. But really, it's no different than like Thanksgiving dinner when my aunt would bring her crock pot over with the meatballs.
Yes.
It's just so there's less dependency on the oven.
Could you
So-
imagine what that neighborhood's electricity must look like when they're having Fry Fest at their place? You got all these things plugged. Hell, you plug yours in the garage. You got about 12 people with air fryers, so lights flickering.
People in the garage.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicky podcast.
Throwdown Thursday. Well, so far, we've had food battles on Throwdown. We've had appliance battles on Throwdown. That was last week. Mm-hmm. Speaking of air fryers, we were just talking about air fryer parties.
Sure.
By the way, lots of great text messages about the air fryer parties. Have you ever been to one? We'll get back into that after 7:30. We've also had, I'm trying to think of some of the other battles we've had on Throwdown so far.
Did the movie snacks?
Yes, that was a
Yep.
fun one. Today, we're dipping into the seasons and the weather, which is always a polarizing topic. We're going to put two seasons against each other and see what comes out on top. I have a feeling I know who's going to win. Spring versus fall.
The transition seasons.
That's a good way to put it. I mean, everybody's patiently waiting on spring. And I mean, you can't really put summer in there. Summer would just, I think, destroy anything.
And winter would lose against everything.
That's right. There's a few fans of winter.
Of course.
Because of all the winter activities.
I think you have to leave it to the, as you called it, elbow seasons. Spring,
Yeah.
fall.
I'll come right out of the gate with one that I think fall will lose, but I love fall.
Yeah. Oh, fall's great. I mean, there's downsides to both because with spring, we have what we have right now. Like, we're in spring and we're getting snow sometimes. It's mucky, it's dirty or whatever. But I've said it before, one of the best feelings was when you'd walk home from school in the spring and you're like, oh, I can take my jacket off.
Yeah, that's
like
right.
that time of year when you know the summer is right ahead of you, the best weather is right ahead of you. For me, spring all the way.
And that's the
All
sales
the way.
pitch. What you said
Yeah.
right there, that's the sales pitch for spring.
Because
All the
fall,
way.
as enjoyable as fall can be, you just know that winter's coming and it's going to be a long road to summer.
But I don't mind winter. I love Halloween. I love Christmas.
Yeah.
I love the way the leaves and everything else. It's just a beautiful time of year.
Sure.
I
Go.
love spring because it falls into summer. I agree with Vicky on that end. The only caveat I have on spring is it's not really the nicest looking couple of months because of all the gravel and the gray and the gunk on the ground and everything else. But it's the gateway to summer.
Yeah. But
that
you
gets
get
my vote.
like last week of May into June.
Yeah.
And that's when like the flowers, you
Yeah.
know, you plant your flowers and they're looking nice. By fall, they're all overgrown and ratty looking.
It's a tough one.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be a close one.
You think it'll be?
I do.
I got spring winning kind of convincingly here. Just because of what you guys laid out, because it's heading into summer. And that's just for people after that long winter. Spring is that breath of fresh air.
So you got that window in spring, but you also have that window in fall where the colors change and it's beautiful in like
Yeah.
September, October, and then you go, oh, wait, November's still fall. Like there's ugliness to both sides.
Yeah, and fall can be a bit more consistent with weather. Like
Yeah.
it's a little cooler, but it's still,
It's
workable.
I
A
think
light
it's going to be
jacket.
closer than I originally thought.
And if you get that nice weather in fall, like an extended
Yes.
summer,
Yeah.
come on,
Yeah.
let's go. What do you think? Fall versus spring, Throwdown Thursday. You can weigh in on the Boston Pizza text line 762-555 or on our socials.
The Philly Joe and Vicky Podcast. Be a good person.
Rate or review this show wherever you subscribe and get PJ&V into more ears.
Looks like fall is leading the way. Like it's jumped out to a big early lead on Throwdown Thursday.
I was
by
wrong.
a landslide.
Landslide?
Whoa,
It's not even close.
I can't even find somebody who to say spring.
Was I ever wrong? I thought spring just because of what you guys laid out, because it leads into summer and that excites people and you're coming out of winter, but
I thought it was going to be close. I'm severely wrong in this one. It's
Yeah.
not even.
A few comments from the Boston Pizza text line. Fall for sure. Spring is killer for allergies. I didn't think of that. Yeah, a lot of people suffering this time of year.
That's right.
Lee says fall, the colors and the smells and the campfires and sweater weather. A lot of people commenting on the smell of fall, which I've never really clocked.
That first cool weather, is that what you're smelling?
Yeah,
That
I guess there's a
crisp-
briskness in the air.
Yeah.
Crispness. Yeah, there you go. Melissa said the fall is my favorite. The mosquitoes are gone. Sure. But we don't have mosquitoes in spring either.
That's true.
Big Talking Bruce taking a whole different slant on fall. It's because that's when the NFL starts for sports-wise.
I never even thought. How did I miss that angle when I voted for fall? And you're getting fall too. You're getting close to the start of the NHL season.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of things about fall. This one came in a nice, warm, dry fall over a mucky spring. So that's one thing. You could pick the worst part of fall as well, right? Like this is Big Izzy who said that. You're taking a mucky spring day. Well, you kind of got to go with an ideal spring day versus an ideal fall day, because there's some beautiful spring days.
And that's the thing about fall and spring is they can both go really well. Like there are years where we've gotten spring weather in like early April. It's been beautiful. And then we have years like this. Same for fall. Sometimes it's just a miserable, wet time, cold.
Wet rain.
So you could do that. You could compare the best of the best on both sides, but you could also compare the worst of the worst, if that helps you vote. Because what are the lesser of the two evils?
The worst. Well, like a day like yesterday was a pretty crappy spring day.
But come November, which is still fall, could be pretty gray, ugly, and snow-filled too, right?
Yeah. Oh, here we go for you guys. First, spring rain is the best. 14 degrees is better than 14. 14 degrees in spring is better than 14 degrees in fall. That's interesting.
Yeah. Because fall, you've acclimatized to the warmer weather and it's getting colder, but now we're getting out of winter and even plus 10 feels amazing.
Less bugs in the fall coming up too, right?
Next week, summer versus winter. I'm sure that'll be good, eh?
The Philly Joe and Vicky Podcast.
Brought to you by Fort Rouge Auto Center.
Tickets to the Great Outdoor Comedy Fest. That lineup pretty much locked down. A few spots still open. But we have tickets to give away right now. And Joe, sorry to put you on the spot, which day is it that we're giving away tickets for?
Going to be for Aziz Ansari, Pete Davidson, and Robbie Hoffman. That's the Saturday night at Assiniboine Park.
One.
Should be good.
Yeah. Tickets go on sale tomorrow. The pre-sale today, by the way. Go, it's GOCFCITI 26 is the code. If you need it, I'll text it to you. But
yeah, it's up on our socials too.
Yes. Thank you for doing that, Vicky, because that's a tough one. Code words are supposed to be easy. I'm going to send that one back to promo and just red flag
Code
it.
words.
So many letters and numbers.
It's like trying to update your password on your work computer. Nope, too weak. Nope, too... What?
Put a unique character in there,
I've got 7 underscores and 3 asterisks in this. What's wrong with my password?
Even you're not going to be able to hack into it. It's so big. Listen, it was spring break last week, and it's the last leg of school for a lot of people. Here's a high school question for you. Take yourselves back to high school today, okay? 15%, 15% of people have not done this since high school.
Wow, that's a good one. 780 City, 780-2484. Good morning. You're on the air. Go ahead with your guess.
Good morning. I might need the Red Dragon on this one.
I'm gonna save and give a clue right now. It is not have a pizza pop. Okay? Take that off the list.
15% of us.
That was a high school staple, though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I come home from school.
Oh, or even in the school, our school cafeteria.
School cafeteria, yeah.
At Murdoch McKay had the
Every
deep fried.
cafeteria smelled like it from the microwave.
Yeah, they just weren't as piping hot as the one you made at home to burn your tongue.
Okay. Oh man, what do you do in high school?
And it's a low number, too, 15%.
Yeah. Have not done this since high school. What have
slow
you-
danced.
No, that's a good one.
Good one, yeah.
It's a good one. Actually, I think probably fast dancing. Slow dancing, you can still do it
Yeah.
as you get a little older at a wedding or somewhere, a social. But getting up
true.
there, get down on it, ding, 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 ding. You know, you're not doing that.
Mm-hmm. How did that go?
Maybe you're not. Yeah.
Hi, City.
All right, so dancing was my guess, so I'll take a lifeline. Let's go, Vicky.
Let's say, since the number is so low, I'm going to say go on a date.
No.
Sorry about that.
No.
Very good. Yeah. Great Outdoor Comedy Fest tickets on the line this morning. 780 City, 780-2484. Hello, City. Go ahead with your guess.
Hi there. Is it sit in a classroom?
No.
Excellent.
No. Nothing to do with the classroom.
Might be higher for
There's
that
some
one.
decent guesses. And I mean, I'm not saying that I think these are the answer, but there's a bunch of guesses coming in on the text line, just as an FYI. Hello, City.
Morning. Can I get a lifeline, please?
Philly, Vicky, or text line?
I'll try Vicky.
15%
How
of people have
about-
not done this since high school.
I'm going to say read a book.
That's number 2.
So close.
Nice.
Good guess. Good guess.
Those textbooks were fun, highlighting.
Oh, yeah.
keywords of what's-
Did you ever cover it in the brown paper and then you can
Yeah,
draw
I had to
on
do
it?
that, yeah.
Keep it clean.
After you highlight the book, though, and you ever go back to one of those books, you go, what the hell did I highlight this part for? It was like...
Because you were half asleep studying.
wondering why
Yeah.
those marks were so high in high school.
Just highlight everything just to be safe.
Hello, City. Go ahead.
Yeah, good morning. Yeah, read a book, I was thinking too. So, I don't know, you're saying the text line sounds like there's some good guesses on there, so let's go with that.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like it. Playing the percentage. Okay, this is Lifeline 4, by the way.
It is. I'll give you the most recent one other than read a book, and it's shower with other people
No.
after
no.
gym class.
Yeah, no, for sure.
No, that wasn't meant like you sneak home with your
Yes.
girlfriend. No.
Right, yeah.
I will say this. It's a physical activity, okay? Since we're at Lifeline
Okay.
4 is gone. 15% of people have not done this since high school. So you like dancing. Dancing was a great answer. But this is a physical activity.
Okay.
Good morning, City.
I'll say play sports.
No, not play sports. That'd be too general.
So
Okay,
you
more
Yeah.
specific.
is it now? You could just say, Joe, I can't tell you that. Is it a sport?
No.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
it's at the Olympics.
Oh, that's
So
a
I guess it would be a sport.
big hint right there.
Yeah.
Good morning, City.
Good morning from the poor boy.
Oh,
Morning.
been a while.
Yeah, it has.
Where are you guys working out of? You're in Ontario?
We're actually just up in Stonewall right now.
Oh,
Stonewall, okay.
Not too far.
love Stonewall.
What's your
Yeah.
guess?
Oh, you said Olympics, and now I am completely toasted. You said 4 lifelines were used?
Yeah, there's only one left,
Mm-hmm.
poor boy.
Well, you know
You've
what,
got
I'm
more
gonna be
poor
selfish.
boys than lifelines.
Not today. We're kind of a skeleton crew. Well, there's only 3 of us on site today.
All right.
All right. What do you think? What do you want to do?
I think I'm going to go with Vicky today. I'm going to be selfish and take the last lifeline.
Okay, I'm going to say run.
Vicky Shea
Hey!
not only got read a book, but running. Yes. The race of the century kind of proved that.
Yeah, no kidding.
15% of people have not run at any level since high school.
That's so good.
Not even to catch a bus.
Not even.
The Philly, Joe, and Vicky podcast.
Let me tell you, I'm going to pull the Air Miles card out of my wallet and do some purchasing later today. I stand corrected. Like I said, I don't know what to do with my Air Miles. And boom, Boston Pizza text line. People, you mentioned the gift cards, Joe.
Yeah, a lot of people have converted to gift cards. You alluded to it, Vicky, originally. A couple of years ago, there was all this talk about Air Miles. So a lot of people did push the panic button and at least got their value out of it. My wife is so good at finding like flight deals through Air Miles at the time and then even hotel discounts.
Yeah.
And we did a road trip during COVID. I think the whole thing to Vancouver.
Air miles?
Pretty much. It was
Wow.
between hotels and all that kind of stuff. You can find some neat deals.
I think my parents got a vacuum with air miles, a barbecue.
Dyson?
Like you can't. No, I don't think so.
The one that can pick
They're
up a
not that
bowling ball?
fancy. Yeah. Oh, I
Remember
hope
that one?
so.
The
Yeah.
Oric. I think it was an
Because
Oric.
that happens often where you're
Yeah.
sitting there at home going, clink, clink. How the hell am I going to
Yeah.
pick up this
There's
bowling
too
ball?
many bowling balls on the floor.
Never
Thank God my vacuum.
Don't worry about the dust bunnies.
Picks up a bowling ball. That was the whole advertising
Yes.
campaign
Yeah.
for that company.
The
It'll
suction.
Pick up a bowling ball. And then you had that knife, not the knives, but
no,
the actual
just the holder.
holder.
I'm actually trying to log in right now to see how many I have because I don't think it's a lot. But man, I haven't logged in probably since I looked at that, so it's quite a
Okay.
process.
Well, how about this one? For you, Phil.
Okay.
You go hunting or camping.
Hunting, nope.
Camping.
Camping, yeah.
They've got fancy heated camping chairs. Mr.
Oh.
Tracy said you could get one of those.
I never heard of a
Game
would be
changer.
nice.
I never heard of a heated camping chair.
That'd be good.
I'm a summer camper, though. I don't know how much need I have for a heated.
Well,
Early in the morning.
evenings-
Yeah. I usually got a roaring fire going, though.
Okay.
So, I'm usually sweating from the fire.
Too hot.
Never mind a heated chair. But I'm sure you could turn it on and off. That sounds pretty cool. You could use it in the yard. You could use it at camping.
Mm-hmm.
Well, for a lot of people, you're right, that go into fall season and that would be great.
People are getting a kick out of Phil the Hunter.
Hunter. Yes.
I'm scared.
Yeah. Amazon gift cards are available on your Air Miles.
There you go.
There you
yeah,
go.
lots of options actually. It's
Okay.
not just for flying anymore.
Yeah, that's true. So we'll let me know if you're there anyway, Vicky.
Once
let
I
me know
figure
what
out
you
this
see.
sign-in debacle.
That's a lot of work for 15 points,
Yeah,
Vicky.
it is.
It really is.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicky podcast.
Here's what we learned today with Philly Joe and Vicky.
Well, we're about to learn something about Vicky and her Air Miles points, and somebody's about to win Burt Block Party tickets with what's the point?
How many points does Vicky Shea have? Well, I'm going to start by telling you that people on the Boston Pizza text line had a better idea than Vicky Shea
Yeah.
herself. The conversation started with, I think I got about 15. Okay.
Yeah. So I turns out I got way more. No one is more surprised than me. 757. So when I
Okay.
say way more, I mean not enough to buy a lot of things.
But that is a good point and message for a lot of us who you accumulate things and sometimes you forget to even have the app or the program. So good on you. And the closest we came was 750
Yeah, pretty good.
on the Boston Pizza text line. And Chris went in the came out the randomizer. So Chris, congratulations. You'll be seeing Collective Soul at the Burt Block Party.
I looked at some of the things that I could buy with my points. A giant cribbage board, a 6-piece packing cube set, or a stainless steel garlic press.
The garlic press comes in handy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
So-
Did you get that?
That's where I'm at. Yeah.
Tomorrow we play Guess Joe's social insurance number on this show. That'll be a lot
I'll
of fun.
tell you what, if you can help me remember it, that would be a big win. It's been a long time since I've applied for a job.
What else did we learn today? Throwdown Thursday looks like, as far as seasons go, fall is far more popular than spring because that's what it was. It was spring versus fall.
And people hate spring, apparently. Jeez. Who
It's-
knew?
I mean, I think everybody's on board with, cool. It means summer's coming. But as far as the season itself, people like the colors in the fall.
Yeah.
We've heard about the smells and the throwing on a hoodie. And
I wonder if we had had an earlier start to the spring that we want, if that would have skewed the numbers at all. Like if the weather were really beautiful right now, I think it would have made a difference.
you're right. Will Ferrell will host SNL May 16th. Is that the last episode of the season?
Season finale, yeah. Paul McCartney's the musical guest, so they're going big.
That's huge. Like, that's a massive episode.
Yeah, it's going to be
Wow.
fun. That's one of those episodes that even if you haven't been following the show, you might tune in for that one.
Definitely. Winnipeg Jets back in action tonight at St. Louis. Massive game. They're all big. They got to run the table and hope for some help. And there'll be lots of scoreboard watching. Nashville, the Kings, San Jose, all in action as well.
Tonight's one of those nights you wish you had the NHL center ice package.
Yep.
Get all the games.
I'll be flipping around. And finally, 15% of people, this was in the completely useless question, 15% of people have not run since high school.
That's it. Can't do it.
Can you,
Oh, boy.
Can you imagine people thinking about that right now? When's the last time I actually ran?
Yep.
The Philly Joe and Vicky Podcast.
For more Philly Joe and Vicky, lock it into 92.1 City weekday morning 6 to 10.